What's up, team? It's Monday morning, and I could not be more thrilled that I am right now to be here with all my freedom-seeking buddies, ready for another episode of Coffee and Cash. Guys, thanks so much for jumping in. Make sure, like, subscribe. Every single Monday morning, we're coming at you with some of the most important offers that you need to take a look at, right? A quick sneak peek of what you should be promoting. And then 2, great education. And 3, all the important events that you need to be at. Speaking of events, right? If you didn't know it, TNC is right around the corner, traffic and conversion, right? At this point, if you're not already here, you might be in trouble, right? So it's tomorrow. I'll make sure after this to bring you anything that I found super interesting so you can feel like you were there a little bit. But let's talk about parties, right? Tonight, the Internet Marketing Party. That's a great party that we always sponsor. We always buy out everybody's first drink at that event. Make sure you go to it. It's really great. David Gonzalez and his crew do a fantastic job just putting up a great experience for you to network and learn more and really take your business to that next level, because business is all about people. Right? Tomorrow, the first night of traffic and conversion, is our Digistore 24 rooftop party. If you're here, make sure you show up to it, right? Make sure your RSVP, be there, right? It's going to start on the rooftop, beautiful scene, get a look out over San Diego. Then once the nighttime hits around midnight, we're going down to the club downstairs, same building. It's going to be a great party. Finally, on the 28th, Rock the Box that we're co-sponsoring with a bunch of other people. It's going to be a great event. Make sure you come check it out. Today, I've got 4 great offers for you that I really think you need to take a look at. And then we're going to end by talking about something you wouldn't know, right? So it's going to be something very different than what we usually talk about. So hang on, get there with me. First offer to look at today, 2 mastery and monetization, right? This is a MapPar offer. It's a great offer, right? It's consistently been one of our top winners. It gets great numbers. It's all about teaching people how to make money on YouTube, right? And so it's a great TSL, but it's got a ton of video testimonials. And that's the reason I think it closes so well, because it's got those video testimonials. Something about MapPar, like I was just talking to him and it took him a while to respond to me. And then he told me the reason it took him a while to respond is because he answers in his mastermind group. He answers every single question personally, right? And so you can tell that's a guy who's created a product that he really wants to deliver on. And that's why this does so good, right? He gives out right now 50% rev share. It's got great numbers. The top affiliates are seeing a 5% or $5 EPC, right? That's for the very best of the very best. $5 EPC, which is a great number, seeing 2 to 3% conversion rates. Your next offer up, we're going to go to Glucoflow, right? Glucoflow is a great dietary supplement that keeps blood sugar in check, right? 70% rev share. They've got a lot of email swipes for you. It'd be a really great one. This one also, we think, does well driving from something like a Facebook. And so it'd be one that'd be worth it for you to check it out, spin up a test run, try it out, see if it gets you that number that you want, and then perfect it. One of the things with this offer is that its best affiliates get really great EPCs, right? Really great EPCs. And so as you're developing and growing, sometimes when you test offers out, if you feel like it doesn't get a great EPC for you, or if even sometimes you look at a marketplace and you just look at the numbers like, those EPCs aren't great, but you jump inside of it and you start looking through it, you're going to start to realize, like, I'm a good marketer. I could crush this one. And so it's not always just about looking at the numbers, right? That's important, but getting in. And this one, it's got a great sales page. And so make sure you follow through on that. Next offer, the Lost Superfoods. This one's detailing 126 long-lasting foods, right? Survival, prepper, what they can do to store up their food storage so it's going to last forever. It's perfect for both men and women, especially around that 60-year-old range, right? They're buying. It's primarily targeting towards the US, but also does okay in Canada and the UK. This is another great one. Try it out, run it everywhere, right? It can succeed in a lot of spots. Doing a 70% rev share, right? It's got a $38.84 AOV. And so it converts well. They're seeing a $1.28 EPC conversion rate, almost 4% on it for top affiliates. That's a good one to look at. Last offer, let's take a look at it. This is Visi Soothe, right? Visi Soothe is a great supplement supporting healthy vision, right? And if it's promoting vision, right, it's probably targeting older men and women as their eyesight starts to fade, right? So as they're younger, eyes are great, and then stuff starts happening, right? And there's a lot of reasons why somebody might want a vision supplement, right? One, a lot of people are embarrassed, right? If they've lived their entire life without glasses, the thought of having to wear glasses now can be a little bit like embarrassing, worrisome, nerve-wracking to them. And so because of that, they're going to look for other alternatives before they go that route of glasses, right? And so they'll notice that change, and you can really market to these people. These guys give you two different ways to get paid. They'll give you a 60% rev share or a $90 CPA. And so it's up to you. Good EPCs seeing like that $3 mark for our top affiliate. So it's definitely one that you want to promote. Finally, my favorite part of the show, our education segment. One of my favorite things about Masterminds is beyond just like cool content, meeting people, is that a lot of times in Masterminds, they don't just give you what you want. They give you what they feel like you need, which is a lot of times about looking into future trends. And so while I was at Copy Accelerator, we had the great opportunity to listen to a couple of people talk about NFTs, right? Non-fungible tokens. And one of the speakers, Lee Richter, she's really, really great. Go to goasklee.com. This is actually the second time I've heard her speak, but this was the first time I heard her talk about NFTs. And she spoke about them, and I finally understood what an NFT was, right? So everybody usually tries to talk to me and these are like the technical, this is how like an NFT works or whatever, but I've just never understood, like, yeah, but why is it worth money? And what she explained to us was a little bit more about the value of the NFTs. And so it was really interesting. So I thought I would just talk a little bit about today, right? So one of the things that is interesting is when you look at an NFT, you're looking at a picture, right? And so it's a picture, right? It's part of the blockchain. Like I still don't understand that part, right? It's all crazy. It can't be replicated. It's one of a kind, and it uses blockchain technology, I believe, to verify that it's like unique and all that stuff. But that's like cool if you're like a baseball card collector, right? And you're like, okay, well, I could get this picture of this exclusive moment, and I'm the only one that has like this thing and I own it. That's really cool. But when you look at some of the sales of these things that are millions and millions and millions of dollars, that doesn't make sense. And so I've been scratching my head saying, why is it that NFTs are worth that much? And so what Lee actually spoke about was, with NFTs, there's something that comes with it called a smart contract. And the smart contract is where most of the value is. Now, a lot of these smart contracts are secret, so you have no idea what was given in it, but they're these contracts that can be given to somebody. And so, for an example, they had somebody speaking called Legion NFT, and they're doing something very interesting with Masterminds. And so what they're doing is they're selling 333 unique NFTs. And with this NFT, you get a couple of things. One, they're pairing it with a very nice high-end watch, right? Handmade and everything. So it's actually get a physical product that comes with it now. So if you're like a watch collector, which a lot of people in the industry are, right? They get a watch. They also get this NFT. So now they have multiple collectible items that are unique. But then there's also the contract with it that they get to go to 3 in-person masterminds. Then they also get to go to 12 digital masterminds. There's some other things that just go with it. You know, what's really cool about their idea is that with a NFT, you have the smart contract. Well, you can sell an NFT. So let's say you go to the first of all the masterminds, right? And it was really great, right? And again, this mastermind would be exclusive to just the people that have the NFTs, right? And so then you go to that first mastermind. But then for some reason, you can't go to the second. What you could do would rent out your NFT or sell your NFT to somebody else. And then they would then get the rest of the remainder of that contract, right? Of what's available to them. Now, what's cool about NFTs too is that they can also go up in price, right? They could drop, but they could also go up in price. So it's very believable that you could buy an NFT at a certain price. You go to that first event. Then at that first event, you see who else was there, right? Who else had bought an NFT, and you see the level of that room is really high, right? And then the NFT actually goes up in price, right? And so then you could sell it and actually make back all the money you spent on the first mastermind, right? And so it's a really interesting way to say, not only are we going to give something, but it could go up in value. And so the price is going. And then with the NFTs, the other cool thing is on the creator's end, they get a part of the sale later. And so it's really going to change the way a lot of art is done, right? Because usually it's, you sell a painting for $200 And then years later, somebody else sells it to another collector for more money. And that artist doesn't get a touch of any of it. But with an NFT, the artist gets a percent. And so that's going to make it so art now, that intellectual property, there's like a royalty that always goes back. Part of the sale, part of the percentage is going to go back to the artist. And so the artist really gets his money worth. And it's a really cool, great event, right? I really suggest going to goasklee.com, learn more from Lee. I think she is trying to be ahead of her time on applications of what we could do with NFTs. And so you can start seeing more and more how this is going to affect you. Guys, thanks for watching. Email us at affiliates@digistore24.com. And as always, remember, open minds, open hearts, open wallets.